So I wasn't gonna make a fourth part to this Uber girl saga, but so many people have been tagging me in this update that I feel like it's now my due diligence to let you guys know what's now going on. So after all that stuff went down in the Uber, the man himself decided to file a police report. This woman, Malaysia King, was arrested on a warrant in Las Vegas after she tried to use a fake ID to illegally pull money from a Bank of America. We got a real genius on our hands here. And she's currently still in jail as she was not given bail options. And like I said before, she is facing the assaults with a caustic chemical charge after spraying pepper spray through the driver's cracked window upon being kicked out of his car. 2 days after she was arrested, the main culprit, Arna Kamia, turned herself into the police, facing charges of battery of a transit employee, first-degree robbery, conspiracy to commit a crime, and a direct violation of COVID mandates. And if convicted of these charges, she now faces up to 20 years in prison, though at this time they expect a few of those charges to either be dropped or dismissed. Just think about that, guys. A possible 20-year prison sentence behind bars, all for acting like a deranged animal in the back of an Uber. This isn't even her first run-in with the law, as she has already been arrested 4 different times in the recent past. In July of 2015, she was arrested for battery of a person. In February of 2019, she was accused of an unsafe turn and hitting someone's vehicle, which she is now being sued for again in 2021. In February of 2020, she was arrested on a burglary charge. And in July of 2020, she was arrested after taking a vehicle without the owner's consent, aka stealing. People also dug up this video where she's seen going over 120 miles per hour driving down the highway with only one hand on the wheel while recording herself. So in general, you could say that she exhibits very reckless behavior. She was bailed out on a $75,000 bail bond, and obviously she still hasn't learned her lesson, as she is back on Instagram living it up, drinking, and defending herself. And with the internet being the internet, it wasn't long before people looked deeper into her background and found that the apple didn't fall very far from the tree. Her father is named Farshad Kimia, and he is currently in prison for a sexual battery charge from 2016. And not much is known about him besides the fact that he did some slimy business deals in the past. And as for the Uber driver, he did release an update video where he thanked everyone for the outpour of support and love he's received since the incident occurred. He says this money will be used to help his family with finances and will be going towards his son's future education.
I would sincerely like to thank everybody who tried to connect with me and supported me through social media, in person, over the phone, and through various other mediums. I would like to thank Miss Cyan Bannister for creating this GoFundMe account, where hundreds of amazing people contributed to support me.
You know, this guy had been driving Uber for the last 3 years, and now he received a much needed break. It is funny to me though that the general public had to do this out of the kindness of their hearts, while Uber on the other hand barely jumped in to support their employee at all, barely offering him any sort of compensation for what happened. That really just goes to show how much Uber could care less about their drivers, especially in California, where they campaigned very aggressively to make Uber drivers self-employed contractors so that the drivers take on the vast majority of the risk and get no direct protection from Uber. And this is the way a lot of businesses here in America are going with contracting their work out, so they have very limited liability. Y'all really need to keep that in mind when you're working somewhere. You know, if you're being contracted out, that's a lot different than directly working under the company and getting those company benefits. So I just thank God that he was recording that day, and I thank God for the general public being so kind. And like you hear people say, you should only be as loyal to a company as they are to you. And the majority of these companies will replace you the same week that you die. I mean, really, to companies like Uber, you're kind of just another number in the system. So y'all keep that in mind. Y'all be safe out there. I have a feeling this isn't going to be the last we see of this Uber girl. She loves the attention, and I think she's really just going to keep coming back for more. But as always, thanks for watching today, guys. I want to thank you for liking today's video and subscribing, and I encourage you to go follow me on my social medias. That's at JAMARI Speaks on both Twitter and Instagram. But as always, there's some other news out here that needs to get covered, so it's been your boy, and I'm out. Peace!